What should you do if you're going in for an operation or taking some time off from working out? How should you work out and how should you eat if that's the case? That's what I'm going to answer in today's video.
Ask Yuri. You've got a health and fitness question? I've got an answer.
Hey guys, Yuri Elkaim here, and I've got a question from Jan, or John, I believe. I'm not too sure of the pronunciation, so I apologize. Again, on my Facebook page, a longer question, so I'm just going to really give you the synopsis. He's going in for a hernia operation. And he wants to know what he can do for the next 6 weeks, because the recovery process is going to take about 6 weeks for him. So he wants to know what he can do diet-wise and exercise-wise, so that he just doesn't kind of wither away. And he talks about the fact that he's working out right now about 6 days a week, including heavy lifting and interval training, and he eats a good, clean, whole foods diet. So he asked me what I would recommend, and basically my answer was this: keep eating well, but perhaps reduce your calories. I'll tell you why in a second. And then with respect to exercise, follow your physio's advice. Okay, really important. Obviously I'm not working with you in person. It would be very irresponsible of me to tell you exactly what to do after a hernia operation. So first and foremost, if you're going for any kind of medical procedure, hernia, if you're giving birth, these are very similar things where you're kind of under the knife, you're not able to jump back into exercise for some time. You need to consider, first and foremost, that if you're working with a physiotherapist, you need to follow their advice, because that's what they're trained in doing, is helping you recover from whatever that is. So this could be a broken leg, this could be, I broke my leg when I was 15, and that was my first introduction to weight training. And it was because I started working with a physio to strengthen my muscle again, and then I was introduced to a gym where I was able to work with a trainer for a little bit and put me on a program. And as a result of that, I'm now able to share my wisdom with you guys. So awesome for breaking legs, right? Okay, so let's look at, so the exercise stuff, you need to follow the physio's advice, at least initially. Then when you're feeling back to normal, you want to really look at, I would say one of the most important things is to strengthen your pelvic floor and strengthen your core. That's a nice little rhyme, right? So you want to strengthen the pelvic floor, strengthen the core, strengthen the muscles around your hips. These are all a lot of the muscles that are really important with maintaining stability and intra-abdominal pressure when you're doing things. So a lot of times with hernias, what actually happens is there's an inguinal ligament that's kind of, it runs down kind of the V shape in your abs, and the veins in that area, it's just, it's not a good thing that, when it happens. I mean, it's kind of like a water balloon that kind of pops through, and it's usually when there's like some kind of heavy lifting, or if you're straining on the toilet, sometimes that can even happen. So you want to really strengthen those core muscles so they're able to deal with extra intra-abdominal pressure, which may be the cause of the hernia in the first place. So planks, side planks, bird dogs, all of those deep foundation core exercises, which, by the way, you can learn all about and go through with me in my Amazing Ab Solution program. So if you want to check that out, there's a free workout below this video which you can grab. And that's pretty much where you want to start after you've done your kind of rehab back into things, okay? And then you want to look at kind of the hip muscles, which go kind of hand in hand with some of those core stabilization exercises anyway. Now, with respect to eating, obviously he's on the right path by eating a good whole foods diet to begin with, and because he's, you're going to be less active, okay? So naturally you just want to drop your calorie consumption a little bit, because unless you want to gain weight, you need to consume fewer calories than you are burning, or keep them roughly the same. So if you're normally very active 6 days a week, seems like he's training properly, and you're used to having, let's say, 3,500 calories a day, and then all of a sudden you're in a hospital bed and you're in bed for 6 weeks and you're still having 3,500 calories a day, well, you can see how that's going to start to add up, right? So you may want to drop your calories by, the recommendation is about 15%. So take whatever calories you're having now, or just without even counting calories, just modify your portion sizes very slightly, and I think over 6 weeks that'll make a huge difference, so you don't add on additional weights. But again, the important thing is that with the hernia, you don't want to jump back into things, literally, because that's going to make things worse. So follow your physio or doctor's advice. Once you're kind of got the go-ahead, then you can get into some of the more core stabilization stuff, and in the meantime, keep eating clean foods, lower the caloric consumption a little bit, And that's what I'd recommend for you, Jan. So hopefully that helps you out. If you guys have a question that you want answered, you can jump over to my Facebook page. The URL is below this video somewhere, or maybe the link on the video. And you can ask me your question on the wall, not in the private messages, please, because I've got too many of those. I don't even go in there anymore. So on the wall, so everyone else can benefit from the answer. And I will do my best to create a video for you in the future. And if you want to learn how to train your core properly without doing stupid things like sit-ups and leg lifts and all sorts of stuff that can create hernias, then grab our free workout, which is at the link below this workout, and you'll the link below this video, and you'll get to work out with me over your headphones, and I can actually show you how to do this stuff properly. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.